All right, good afternoon, everybody. My name is Chris Jufer. I am a product manager with Ventev Wireless Infrastructure, managing site hardware, cable connectors and cable assemblies, and site survey battery packs. So this is hopefully music to many of your ears, because this is a product that's been in development for some time, and we are very close to launching it. It's our VenVolt 2 Site Survey Battery Pack. So just at a quick glance, this thing, it's going to be our battery pack, roughly 9 by 5 by 1 inches in diameter, about 2.2 pounds in weight. We are using, we've converted from a lead acid to a lithium polymer battery, and it has a battery capacity of 26,400 milliamps. Now, that is the largest battery capacity that is approved for airline travel for carry-on. So that is a point of note that should be resonating with you guys.
Hey,
so,
Chris.
Yes, sir.
And is that 98 watt hour stamped on there somewhere pretty prominent?
Yes, sir, it is.
Okay, good. Thanks.
Yes, sir, it is. Yes, absolutely. Yes, sir. So, and then, one of the biggest challenges we've had with our previous models is we've had these very unique barrel connectors. We made a very significant change moving away from that. So we're switching to USB Type-C input and output. So this is, if you lose a charger, if it gets broken on the road, you can just head into the convenience store, grab a new C2C charger, and you're off to the races again. It does also include a USB Type-A to charge your alternative devices, whether it be a phone or tablet or anything that would be suitable. In terms of RJ45 connectors, it will have your LAN input. It also has a 24 volt and a 802.3 AF, AT, and BT Type 4 PoE output as well. So it is going to be suitable for all the latest and greatest access points and up and coming with the higher power requirements. And here it is at a quick glance. This is what we're looking at right here. This is, and here's all your documentation that you just made mention of, Luke. That's going to be in there. Now, this is our pole mount case. This does come with a ruggedized nylon pole mount case. I will do a show and tell later on, but here it is right here. It has the Ventev logo on it. And it's able to hold on to anything from about 1 inch in diameter up to about 2.5 inches in diameter, probably a little bit larger, but our minimum spec was up to 2.5 inches. So depending upon the survey pole you're using, this will be compatible with that. And here is a quick shot of the charging ports and all the different ports that are on the device. Here's USB Type-C for charging and discharging. One point of note I want to make with y'all. So this, while you're using this for a survey, you can charge alternate devices. You can charge through the USB Type-A port. So that is something that you could do. You cannot use the USB Type-C because the output is too high and it would interfere with the survey. So the USB Type-C output is shut down while you're powering via the LAN port, or the PoE++ port, excuse me. So yeah, again, just at a quick glance, and you have 24 volt, 48 volt PoE++ Type 4. All right, so site survey battery packs. Most of you guys should be familiar with the benefits of it, but effectively, you guys, when you're conducting a survey, you need a way to conduct a survey, power your access point without being tethered to a wall, without dragging an extension cord behind you. And this is going to help you do that. And also, it's a very long-lasting battery as well. There's a slide later on that I'm going to speak to that illustrates how long this thing lasts for various access points. But again, it does includes the battery, includes the wall charger and the charging cable, and the pole mount case as well. And here's the data I was speaking of. So it takes about 3 hours to charge from a dead battery to a full charge. And this is what I mentioned a moment ago. With the 9120, and I got to give a thank you to Sam Clements for helping us gather this data. Both radios running full power. On the Cisco 9120, it lasted 7 hours and 43 minutes. 3802, obviously a little more power hungry. We ran multiple tests with an average time of 5 hours and 54 minutes. And again, as mentioned, this is the goal is to provide a solution, a portable solution, an easy to use solution for engineers as they're conducting site surveys. And we're going to be launching this thing. Official launch date is about 2 weeks. And product will be available in late September, early October. And just a quick summary of what we're looking at. This is the majority of what we just talked about. It's compatible with the majority of access points out there. Again, USB Type-C, the benefit of that is input, output. You're not gonna be relying upon a unique barrel charger. That was arguably one of the most popular requests we had, was for a replacement charger. So this should solve that problem, as USB Type-C is readily available anywhere. And again, USB Type A can be used while the battery pack is being used during a survey, which is a huge benefit. And again, as mentioned, it's a 26,400 milliamp hour battery. So that is, to my knowledge, the largest battery capacity on the market today.
Just a quick interruption here. Could you explain again why you can't have a USB-C output and the AP on at the same time? You said it has something to do with some power requirements, but could you do that again?
Correct. So when you're charging, when you're using the battery to power a PoE++ device, there's not enough output power to power both your PoE port and the USB Type-C. All right. And in terms of compliance, this should be pretty standard. All this is going to be printed on the device as well. It's going through UN 38.3 testing right now. That should be completed very shortly. But it is going to be REACH compliant, row house compliant, FCC, and of course, it's constructed with UL 94 raw material, flame retardant raw material. With that said, let's take a look at that.
Can we go back and have a round of applause? Because I think that's phenomenal personally.
I appreciate it. Sam, you've been a great help with this. Again, I really appreciate all your help. So now a little bit of show and tell, right? This is the carrying case and batteries on the inside. And you can see this guy right here.
Where you're doing your show and tell, can I ask you a question?
Yes, you may.
It strikes me, I just had this thought while you were presenting, that potentially when you do a site survey, you don't need your multiple antennas on your access point. You could potentially drop the number of antennas by dropping your PoE power to it, therefore making your battery power last longer, meaning you could do your site survey for longer, because you only really, if you're looking at coverage, you really only need your beacon. You don't really need potentially to see, like I said, multiple antenna MIMO being used.
Well, except for the fact that beacons are sent out on all your transmitters. So unless you have a really awesome antenna where your antenna elements are misaligned, if you shut them all off, you're only visualizing one antenna. And then those frames are actually being modified by the other passive antenna elements. Would love to talk to you offline about that.
Yeah, interesting. Thank you for that.
Yeah, but just to continue, here's again, this is a VenVolt. Again, very easy, very sleek. We use a rolled aluminum casing, so again, it's robust, impact resistant. Again, it'll be have product in a couple weeks, and we are going to be running a promotion for the first, I believe, 250 dual packs that we sell. It's going to include 2 of the battery packs, in addition to a Ventev backpack that has a convenient USB port that you can charge off of the VenVolt as you're traveling out and about. So, guys, I know there's a lot of y'all that have been asking for this for a very long time. I want to tell you how much I appreciate all your patience with it. It has been a long time coming, but we are just about there. And I want to thank again publicly Sam Clements. You've helped a lot with the development of this, so thank you.
Chris, a quick question for you. The charging time, is it affected by the fact that you've been using the battery? So let's say I'm doing a survey in the morning, I use the battery and I want to charge it over lunch. Will that impact, how much the battery is being charged, or not really?
That I cannot give a definitive answer. However, we're going to have one of our engineers who helped design this product in the breakout session, and I would love to for you to have a dialogue with him, Francois.
It's not really a concern. I mean, because you already have pretty long, battery times, but sometimes we do survey for longer times, longer sessions. So, just wondering. Yeah.
Yes, sir. Yeah, we can certainly touch on that once we get our engineer involved.
Thank you.
Yes, sir.
Will this be available outside of North America?
Yeah, yes, sir. It will. And actually, that is a great question. It will be available, and it is actually going to include some plugs for Europe and the UK as well. Adapter plugs for that.
Beyond the usual FCC doesn't cause interference to their levels, have you taken a good look at it to make sure that there's not any spurious RF emissions out of the electronics?
That we have, and we haven't noticed anything. Again, that's one I'd like our engineer to talk about maybe after
Cool.
in the breakout session. So forgive me, I don't have that data.
No problem.
Looks great.
Awesome, thank you.
So does it have any visual indication for how much left from the battery life on it?
It does. You guys can see there are indicator lights. I don't know how visible they are on there. Can I get up there? There you go. Can you all see that?
Yeah.
There are indicator lights up there.
Thank you.
Yes, sir.